Testing. Hello. All right. I am live, and apparently my microphone is in the shot, so we're not going to do that. Uh, this is going to be a sketch with me today. How are you guys doing? Nathan Brendan Masters. You know who it is. All right. We're going to shut the computer audio off. So this time you're not going to be hearing times and emails during during the stream. So, how are you guys doing today? We're gonna do a little bit of sketching, some painting, and you know, we're gonna do it. Just kind of do it off the top of my head because I didn't have anything really planned for the day. So, some sketches I did yesterday. Actually, I did this kind of down here just a few minutes ago, and I just said, "Hey, let's make a video, shall we? Or let's make a live stream." I realize I haven't been around for a few days. Saturday we did a reunion for the Breakfast Club, and I think I put a link in the description over there. They did one Sunday as well, and I was in the Saturday one. I didn't really say a lot. It's been a while since I've actually done commentary type stuff, and I really didn't have like a lot to say, but it was fun to see everybody again and everything. So that was a good time. Let's see. I'm hoping you guys can see this. I'm going to move this over a little bit so you can actually see what I'm drawing. So that was nice. Sunday and Monday, I really didn't do anything. I don't know. I think I did do something Sunday, if I remember correctly. Maybe I didn't, but I just kind of chilled out for a few days, and today I'm just kind of getting back to it. So I really want to get into the comic books, get back into the comic books and things like that soon. Victor Locke Demon Hunter, the Demonor issue 2. I did like the first page for it, but I think I'm going to maybe do something else. I might start it off differently. I prefer maybe to start it off with some action, but I'll see. I'm gonna stand up here so I can actually get this eye. I've been doing that lately. I've been standing up when I'm actually drawing eyes. Make sure that I have them lined up. I don't have one of those slanted tables. I used to have one of those, but I don't anymore because it was taking up way too much space. Uh, Rakeem, hi, how's it going? Good to see you. Thanks. I hope it actually turns out to be as good as you. I hope it's as good as. I just hope it's really good. Okay, I was trying to be eloquent there, but it's gonna be better than the first one. There's gonna be like a lot more cool stuff there. It's gonna be um, I don't know if I would say surprises, but there's gonna be some things in there that people fans of the series will like. So and I'm gonna try to spin that off. If you're reading Hexcraft Mechanics, you'll see what the kind of the effect on that. In probably in issue 3, so it'll probably be a while before all that stuff connects. But those books are connected. What I do plan to do soon is there's a thing I want to do called the Bad Girls of Night Phoenix Press, and basically it's 3 comic books. It's going to be the Zombie Girl book and Hexcraft Mechanics Ultimate Control. It's going to be those two, and I'm thinking about doing a Rahab book. So that would be really nice. So if you guys like Bad Girls, that might be something for you. I think it's going to be really nice. We have the Hexcraft Mechanics book is actually drawn by a guy named Robert Stewart, And Robert Stewart did a book called Afterburner. He has a company called Afterburner Comics. You should check that out. Some really nice work. He does a sci-fi noir comic book, and it's really good. It's really good. So check that out. I have a few of them here, and good writing, good story. Very very old school stuff, and the art on that is amazing. So you'll want to check that out. Let's see. All right, and this is Unis. Some of you guys may have seen him in the background. Let's give him a little frown there. Unis is almost never happy. Unis is one of the mages with with the Talbane family. He's not really related. He's not really related to him. He's just a guy that kind of got involved. He's a business partner who was into magic, and he was just kind of dabbling. He got involved, and turns out that he actually took to it very well. So he ended up being one of their people. He's not an adept. He just kind of, he's more of a, he just can learn very quickly. I don't want to call him a genius, but he's very good at learning new things, learning new skills and stuff like that. So that's how he ended up getting in with them. He learned how to do some of the spells and stuff. And he's very good at keeping secrets and things like that. So he's one of the big shots there. And plus, he's a billionaire too. He's a billionaire like Nodis. So him and Eunice and that whole crew, they all have like a lot of money. So if you guys ever wonder uh, why they have, or at least uh, why they have all this stuff they can do. Well, wait a minute, hold on a second. I got the wrong. That's the wrong pen. Where is? I have to put this pen in water. That's what I think I have to do to get the ink to run. This is my new one. I haven't used it yet, so I'm not really gonna worry about it. I'm gonna actually do that um, at some point. Remember to get that to. Well, we're not going to worry about it now. What we're going to do is we're going to grab one of these brushes because I have a few of them over here. Let's get one. Let's get this one. We don't use this brush a lot. Let's see what we can do with it. Let's see. I'm cracking open the blick. Uh, you want to use the blick? Let's not use the blick. Let's use the Sumi ink. Since we have this brush, I think the Sumi ink would be better for it. Let's see. Here we go. All right, we're going to use some of this guy right here. Oh, that put a lot of ink on the paper. But then again, I'm guessing that's what this kind of brush does. So that shouldn't be surprising. Look at that. That's nice. That's a lot of ink. There you go. So if you ever wonder why these people have so many connections and why they can do all this stuff, they're all like billionaires and stuff like that. And they all have amazing connections and cool stuff that they can do, or at least that they can get done if they can't do it themselves. And they're all in contact with weird supernatural forces. So Yeah, they're those guys. They can do all that stuff. They're like think Doctor Strange if he was really rich and like a an evil mystic. I don't know if you could call them evil. I don't know if they wouldn't consider themselves evil. We would probably consider them evil because of the fact that they want to control the world. But you know, I'm probably not. As a matter of fact, I know I'm not really using these brushes the way they should be. I should have used my well that first brush was nice. This brush, there's a name for this brush, and I keep forgetting what it's called. I want to call it a wedge brush, but I'm not sure that's what it's called. I'm gonna give him his robe. I didn't put his hood on there, but whatever. So they have those black ceremonial robes that everybody wears when they're doing shady stuff with magic. There we go with that. I'm going to actually pour some of this water over here because I don't want to get the clean water dirty. So we're going to have a separate place here for these brushes. Want to have at least one thing of clean water here. I always do that. I have a bunch of I have several things of water, and I'll end up uh, having using all of them to clean brushes with. Let's see. We want to put some. Let's try to put some wrinkles in this guy. This guy's an older guy, and whenever I draw him, this is my point three. Great. Whenever I draw this guy, I never give him any wrinkles. So we're gonna give him a few forehead wrinkles here. These aren't the best wrinkles in the world, but we're gonna go with them for now. A few forehead wrinkles and a little bit of stuff here, right there. And let's give them a little bit of puffiness around the eyes there. I don't know if that made him too old. He's in his 60s, so yeah, that's fine. Good stuff right there. Okay, so we have Unis. He's not the best of their squad, but he gets the job done. Nodis is probably the best of the squad. He's the leader. Nodis probably Ashen. Ashen's probably the best now that she's part of the group, but she's an adept and he's an adept too. So they're probably on the same level, I would say. And let's see if my gel pen is working. Um, oh, gel pen, where are you? Where's the gel pen? I just saw it. Okay, here we go. Wait a minute. I think this is a silver gel pen. Where is my? I had a white gel pen here. I don't know where it's at. Okay, so I don't know where it's at. We're going to use white ink. So let's crack that open. And the hell is happening right there? It's like a ink bubble. All right, so we're gonna pop that. See, do we want to use? I'm gonna have to use something small. Um, I'm not gonna use that. I don't want to use that. That's a brand new $9 brush. It's like a $13 brush. We're not doing that. We're going to use no. Let's find detail brush. How about that guy? Huh? Let's go with this. Gonna pop that bubble right there. Now I have to stir this up because this is I should get some of those metal uh the metal balls that they drop in there to keep the mixing balls. I should get some of those. And give him some white hair. I think I used a bit too much. I'll go back in with the black in a minute, so it's not going to be a thing. All right. Hey, Atomic Dog, what's happening? Looks bitter and angry. Yes, he is bitter and angry. He's that guy. He's that guy. He's never a happy camper. I won't say he's never a happy camper. He's a guy that worries about a lot of stuff, and he's always going to be uh, kind of like that negative Nancy guy. That's well, you know, he's always going to expect whatever the bad thing is. That's what he's going to expect to happen. But he's good at what he does. You know, he's just negative. He always expects bad things. Wow, that has not dried enough for me to be doing that. Let's see. Let's go with a. Oh, wait a minute. We can use this brush for this. You guys remember this brush, which is quickly becoming my favorite. Look how thin those lines are. Those lines are ridiculously thin. So I have to learn how to control this brush better because this is I really like this. We're gonna go here. Hey, Bianca fights the zombies. What's happening? You guys can catch Bianca fights the zombies on Instagram too. If you have Instagram, he's over there. Let's see. So this is more of like a dinner robe than his ceremonial robe, but we'll work with it. And let's see. Let's give him. Let's give him some kind of. Let's give him some kind of creature that he's called. Let's see. I'm going to turn the light around a little bit so it's not creating so much of a glare. I think that might be a little bit better. Let me know if that's better or not. Okay, so all right. We'll give him one of the rat demons that we drew the other day. So I like I think I'm gonna start doing that with the ear way up there. If you guys have the first issue of Epitaph Bread and Salt, you'll remember these guys. I'm gonna try to get this right from this position. Let's see. Nope, don't like it. I can see right now I'm not gonna like that. Let's see. Get this. One thing I like about this book is that the drawing here, the ink dries quickly. Because any other time I would have actually put my finger in a whole lot of ink. And I think I'm going to have one of these in the Demonor, in the Demonor book, just so we don't lose track of them. Let's see, we have that. Arm would be here. Okay, yeah, the arm would be there. Now the fur, I always draw the fur with my ink brush. Let's look around. Here it is. I thought that was it, but that's not. I was drawing with it earlier. Okay, I don't know where it's at. So we might have to go back to the brush. Which one of these do we want to use? Let's use that weird one that sucks up all the ink. We're going to go back to this guy. And let's see how dry we can get the brush. That's dry, but that is going to need a little bit of water, though. And now that's too much water. All right, well, we're going to use it. And give him some mangy fur right there. We're just not going to use any more ink. We're just going to dip the pen in water, or dip the brush in water. I'm actually impressed at how much ink this brush has absorbed. mom? Oh, she's doing fine. My mom's doing very well. Thank you for asking. She is not gone stir crazy just yet. we we tend to be um, we tend to stay inside a lot anyway because I'm an artist and she just kind of watches her shows. So this isn't that different from what we normally do. I was doing a lot of vlogging a few years ago, but I don't really do as much, at least not too much outdoor vlogging and stuff like that. A lot of what I do now is just me sitting here doing these live streams or videos. So just really kind of getting back into taking it seriously this year. So I don't know. I'm enjoying it, but I don't know. There was a lot of old school stuff happening. Uh, Leafy came back just to do a crack on iDubbbz. There was a Leafy Keemstar interview because of it. That was really gave me some great old school vibes. That was a lot of fun just to see that happen. Something else went on that was kind of old school, and people were talking about the fact that since everybody's home, people are like just kind of making these videos, just making new videos and new content. So that's cool. I remember that was that old school YouTube where you could actually make a little bit of money on the platform without having to sell T-shirts and things of that nature. I know that's like a thing with some people. They don't particularly like hearing about the YouTube money, but it's a thing. Finances are a thing. That's let's not pretend that they're not. As long as she's happy and managing, it is important to keep her safe. Yeah, definitely that. So we're doing that. I'm trying not to go out too much myself. At the end of the week, I usually do have to go out for groceries and stuff for her and everything. So other than that, though, I'm trying to keep any instances of leaving the house without reason kind of low. Mainly because of that. If it were just me, I'm not gonna say I wouldn't care because that wouldn't necessarily be true, but I wouldn't be as worried. And that's nice. Let's give him. mm, I want the tongue to pass through there and come out of there like that. I'm gonna give him teeth right here. Now I just drew this guy back here to make the art to make it look kind of cool. He really doesn't use this kind of stuff. Like he doesn't call on these kind of creatures and things. There are people who do, but he's not really one of them. He's more influence and things like that. I mean, he can do this kind of stuff, but he's kind of like he would be kind of like Professor X, but with magic. we're taking the dogs for a walk. We will be listening still. Oh, cool. All right. I'll try to make sure uh to keep talking so you'll have some good conversation while you're listening. Let's see. Um, there's there we go. So yeah, he's kind of like more like Professor X, except his stuff is all well. He has some psionic powers and things, but a lot of it is it's the brush right here. All right, we're gonna give him a little bit more hair around the wrist here, and just kind of like a little bit on the hands here. Make it look a little bit more monstrous. So these guys are very strong, very powerful, and that's really their thing. They're not. They don't have like a lot of crazy powers or anything. Just very strong, and they bite things, and they can actually like if they lick you, they can cause damage with their tongue. So uh, they can do some damage. Uh, I want to introduce other creatures later on. Most of the things that you see are vampires or neo Nephilim, the things that Victor typically fights. But we got some other stuff coming up. I still haven't introduced Frankenstein or Frankenstein's monster into any of these stories. And there's some other people that are coming as well. So I had was it what was that thing? I had a kind of like a lot of characters and things kind of written down that I was going to bring in, but I don't have that list anymore. So just later on, I'm going to bring in just a lot of uh, kind of supernatural, mythological creatures and things like that. I did bring in um, it's still a vampire, but it was an African vampire. I forget what they call them. In a days, in Adazi, I believe they're called Adazi. I brought one of them in. So in the original Victor Locke Demon Hunter books, which are actually going to be part of, which are actually going to end up being part of Hexcraft Mechanics, she pops up in there. So you'll enjoy her. She she turns into a she turns into a firefly. So that uh may not seem dangerous, but that's just her travel power. It's what she can do after she turns back into human form or into vampire form. So we have that going on here. There we go. Now, let's do a little bit of color. A little bit of color. Rat Demon's going to be gray. So let's get the big brush. Since we actually have this water here, we're just going to test it a little bit. Yep. There we go. This is the water that I actually cleaned the brush with, the black brushes. When I used the black ink, I used the water that I cleaned the brush with for the gray tones. Now, like I talked about before, I usually don't use Sumi ink for gray tones. I usually use the Blick ink, but since I have it here already, we're going to use it. Throw it right there and get this hand right in there. I'm going to leave the claws the same. Not really going to mess with them. I can make them a little bit dingy maybe. I'll come back and do that. But there we go. So we have that going. I'm going to get the lips up here. And so there's our rat demon. He's nice. Let's get a little bit of red. We're going to get just a little bit, but I need to test this on something first. Let's try. I'm going to try a little yellow, a little bit of this yellow. Yeah, here we go. This is what we got going on right here. This is a little bit of red and orange, believe it or not. I have the reddish orange in there. This is just a very light wash of that. Now that came out redder than I would have liked, but we're going to work with it. And I'm just doing a little, just tapping a little bit here in the yellow, in the yellowish red, or the what is this? This is orange. This is more of an orange red. Is that what that is? I didn't actually look at the color of this palette. I kind of looked at them and was kind of like, okay, I know what those are. This is orange, but it's that kind of, yeah, you see it's that kind of reddish orange. But there's an actual name for that. But right now we're just going to call it reddish orange. And like I'm just now learning all the watercolor names, like the aquamarine blue and all that stuff. So this isn't even one of those. This is just in the basic. This is just the basic colors. So there we have Unis, and there he is. He's just standing there. And yes, he's an angry, disgruntled kind of guy. And I'm thinking maybe I want that bottom to go down a little bit more, kind of into like a V. Let's do that, and that will be, I think that'll be the end of this particular drawing. I'm going to use my wedge brush so I can shape it. Oh, that sucks up a nice amount of ink. Good stuff. I'm going to shape it here. Shape it further down. And I'm just going to let it flow into like kind of like just a light gray wash. right here. I think we're going to, yep, there we go. I think I want to get it right about here. And I'm going to wet the brush just a little bit more. And that's just to make it go into the wash, make it all kind of wash out. Right here. A little bit more dark for the top up here. And there you have it. So a pretty quick stream, but a nice image, I think. I might actually put that on Instagram for everybody to see. So just so you know what we got coming. Victor Lock Demonor issue 2. The Bad Girls of Night Phoenix Press. That is, now it may be 2 books. I want it to be 3, but it might be 2. So that's Hexcraft Mechanics Ultimate Control and Zombie Girl. And that's those 2 plus a book we have called Rahab. And I'll set it up where you can get just one of each book, or you can get the $25 package, of course, which would be all 3 books together. You can get one of each, though. I'll do it like that, or maybe 2. You'll have the ability to do all that. But I'm still thinking about it. So that Rahab book is like, that's only like 20. Well, I guess all of them are about 20 pages. So it's pretty nice. Pretty nice. The Rahab book has to be colored, though. The other 2 are already done and they're already colored. Rahab needs to be colored. So that's something I have to think about, because if I don't get enough orders, because I have to pay my colorist. So if I don't get enough orders, we can't do that one. That's why I'm thinking about maybe just doing that and maybe putting the other book with Vampire Alliance, which is coming later. And that's another one we're going to have to make sure we do very well money-wise, because that book, Vampire Alliance is going to be nice. It's a one-shot, and it's kind of like a one-shot that ends on a cliffhanger, and then we pick it back up later on. So that's what things are looking like now. And at the end of the year, I'm thinking about bringing Blast back, the role-playing game back. So it's going to be a big year, hopefully. So other than that, here you guys go. Unis in a scary-looking rat demon. You guys take it easy. Nathyn Brendan Masters. Hasta.